tuning into Real Talk Live with yours truly, Melissa Miller, where we get the real behind the scenes look at what it takes to really grow your business. And today we have an exciting announcement. But before we get to that, I would like to introduce my two special guests that will be helping me to do the honors today. We have Veronica Figueroa, CEO, team leader, and founder of the Growth Mode Alliance with EXP Realty, sold over 780 homes in 2020. Welcome, Veronica.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Great. And then we have Todd Schroth, CEO and team leader of Homes by Team Schroth in Altamonte Springs, as well as Next Wave Alliance of Daytona Beach. Thank you, Todd, for being here.
Thank you for having me. Excited for this.
Awesome. So both of these amazing individuals are the reason why I made the life-changing decision to switch to EXP. And I really am grateful for them both being here. So it's only fitting that they're here to share this special moment as we continue to grow and expand our network. So we will be discussing how EXP afforded us the opportunity to grow our business on a much higher level. So without further ado, let me introduce Kevin Peete. Kevin Peete, he is an Army veteran that served in Desert Storm. He received his MBA at Pepperdine University and held the position of IT project manager at Boeing for 15 years, and then began his career 15 years ago and became a top producer and owner of a RE/MAX franchise until last year. He decided to branch out as an independent broker owner of Peete Realty Group in Riverside, California. He's happily married with 3 kids, 2 in college. He's a member of Veteran Foreign Wars and Disabled American Veterans and Omega Sci-Fi Fraternity. In his spare time, he enjoys riding his bike and hanging out with his main man, his wonderful son. So we want to officially welcome you to EXP Realty, Kevin.
Yay, we're so excited for you.
So Kevin, what attracted you to EXP Realty?
Yes, Melissa, what attracted me to EXP Realty? Melissa Miller attracted Melissa and I was over at the Balloon Network, real estate company also. And we always, when we was at R4, we'd always say, hey, one day we're going to partnership together.
Yes.
And it's amazing how God works, right? Once you have a definite purpose, he put people in your midst for you to start building on that purpose to become successful.
Yes.
But more importantly, the endless possibility of opportunities to become successful and the ability to collaborate with people of like minds and ideas, and the ability to build partnership across borders. Really, I saw the opportunity that, hey, I could build a legacy this way. I don't have to just be here in California. I could build partnership outside of California. But lastly, the network opportunities like the Veteran Network and the Black EXP networks was some of the things that attracted me to EXP.
Awesome. So many agents don't realize that there are actual brick and mortar EXP branch offices across the country. In fact, all of us here on this show has our own local offices. So where exactly is your office located, Kevin?
Yes, my office is located in the beautiful city of Riverside. We're about 45 minutes outside of LA, the greater metro LA. And the address is 2995 Van Buren Boulevard, Suite A2 in Riverside, California, 92503.
Awesome. So Veronica, let me turn to you. We're seeing a wave of agents that are aligning, agents and brokers that are aligning with EXP. So why are so many independent and franchise brokers making the switch?
You know, I think that Keith hit it spot on. It's there's so many reasons, right? But it allows us to not have the restrictions and the limitations that we had as former brokers. Each and every one of us, the majority of us, were broker owners at some point, or highly productive team leaders, and we wanted more, right? We wanted the ability to scale. We wanted the ability to offer our agents more. We wanted the ability to have an opportunity to grow beyond the boundaries that we know as brokerages. And when I hear a lot of teams and brokers and, top producers call me, it's usually, the compensation model is super attractive. One thing is the compensation model, but I think it's the ability to be limitless here. The ability to bring all of your skills. A lot of us know there's more to this industry, there's more to this business than the next transaction, right? How can we develop our agents? What are the things that we can do to grow with our agents? Oftentimes the agents, they reach a level in their career and they think the next step for them is opening a brokerage. But reality is they just want more opportunities, less liability. We're hearing a lot of brokers and team leaders come over because of the less liability. They want to focus on what they do best, developing agents, growing agents, being able to expand without the boundaries that the traditional model has taught us, entering into other MLSs, setting up the costs. I mean, this company, when we look at it, it has so many answers to the problems that we face in this industry, and it just has allowed us the ability to do what we do best. Dream big, develop agents, expand as big as we want, enter into other markets, bring our coaching skills and into a company that allows us to also have the entrepreneur spirit. That's what I love about EXP and why I have so many friends who are joining the business and so many people who call me to say, hey, I'm thinking about making the change. Why did you guys make the change? They still have that spark of entrepreneurship, and they can ignite that inside of EXP while still running their business how they are used to running their business. But then also, Melissa, the opportunity, and Kevin said it best, to collaborate and connect with other top producers who will share their playbook, and by proximity and by pure association, we all are growing our business because all of us are bringing the special, let's say, sauce that we had in our own respective brokerage, right? And bringing it together, sharing and helping each other rocket fuel our business to a new level that we've never seen. You said I sold 780 homes. Never did I imagine that, we would be able to scale systems the way we have and open our playbook to others. And what we're seeing is everyone in our organization is taking their business that wants to, right? That wants to plug in, is being able to have access to Todd's playbook, to your playbook. You were sharing recently with me, your legacy playbook and how you guys are mastering your onboarding, how you're mastering. Like before, that had never been seen. And it's not that we didn't want to share. It's just we didn't know that we had a platform to do so, and EXP solved that problem for us. And there's a number of reasons why people are coming over. That's just to name a few.
Absolutely. And just to ask a little further, because you also had a franchise, and I know that there's a certain amount of, effort that goes into building and branding your name and your business. Why didn't you hesitate to make the move?
There was definitely hesitation. And anyone listening to this, I empathize with you. If you're thinking about this, I understand the anxiety that goes into making such an important change. Kevin, I honor you for taking the leap of faith. And I can imagine some of the late night thoughts, right? And the conversations, and whether you speak to your spouse about it and you're thinking, babe, honey, do we do this? And you think about the people that you love, your team, your staff, the people that trust you. There was always hesitation. I would be, fooling and lying to myself if I didn't say that there was a lot of questions. So if you're listening to this, I understand, and I'm sure Melissa and Todd, we all understand that. But when you start evaluating this and you open your mind and you open your heart to what the possibilities are, and look at the pain points that you currently have in your business, this starts to answer those questions. And on the other side of this, what are the possibilities? So I did have hesitation. It took me almost a year and a half to 2 years to be able to even look at this. But when I was given an opportunity, and I gave myself the opportunity to sit with people that I truly trusted, and that I felt were going to help me navigate through those waters and see that on the other side of that transition, on the other side of that anxiety and that fear that we all have, because these are big ships to move, right? You're busy agents, you're busy brokers, you're busy team leaders, you know, you start thinking, okay, if I can get past this shift, what can I accomplish on the other side of this? And I would be, you know, again, not honoring the truth if I didn't say that there was some hesitation. But I'm so glad I had the courage and I had the support of amazing leaders, from the leadership team at EXP to the onboarding team, to the broker support team, to the team transition support team. Everybody helped put me at ease. And like true entrepreneurs, I think all of us here, hey, if there is a bump in the road, we figured things out, because we are highly paid problem solvers. And what I love about this company also is that if there is something, and this makes me proud, if there is something that I feel like we can make better, this is such a nimble company that allows us to use our voice, very much like Kevin said, you know, from broker support, right? Experienced brokers are coming in and saying, hey, listen, have you ever thought about this? We get to be a part of the change. In addition, he mentioned the affinity groups, One EXP, Black EXP. I'm part of EXP Latino. Like, we get to be the voice in this company, and that excites me. So when I look at all the hesitation and the anxiety, but then I look at all the things that I have the possibility to be a part of, and the people that rallied around me to support me. And I want to make sure, you know, Kevin, you can maybe echo this, from the calls and the emails and the people who are willing to help you, you know, when you're transitioning, they made up for that anxiety, because I felt I was partnering with a company that had my back and really were eager for me to join. And, you know, 1 or 2 weeks of emails and transitioning and learning a new system, now I feel like I've been EXP my entire life.
Awesome. And Todd, let me turn to you. Why do you think that agents are seeing such exponential growth with EXP, which in turn is attracting top agents and team leaders? Why do you think that is?
I mean, I think it's great minds think alike, and you know, that's a big thing. You know, when I moved over 3 years ago, it was you know, about the money. It wasn't about like stock or revenue share or anything else like that, because I was Remax 18 years, and you know, top agent in the office, you had no one to grow from or learn from. And so now I'm connected with everybody as a partnership, and we're, like Veronica said, we're opening playbooks. We're helping people build their businesses, and we're all becoming business partners versus, you know, now I work for Veronica or I work for Melissa. No, we all work together. I think that's a lot of it, because we're one big organization. And I love the East Coast to West Coast things. You know, it's like now we have partners in California where before, when we moved over, my wife and I were like, God, we'd love to go work for Veronica, but she's in Avalon Park. We're in Altamont Springs. And I know she's not going to open a Remax franchise over here. So now it's like, hey, I get to work with Veronica, and we've got our own offices, and we're business partners now. So I think that's a lot of it. And just the partnership aspect of things, the way they work out is a huge number for us.
Absolutely. And so, Kevin, let me ask you, so far, how's your experience been with the onboarding and the support that you've received? Oh, wait, hold on. One moment, because you're muted. Go ahead.
Yes, Melissa, great question. The onboarding process, you know, like it's been a lot of trepidations, like Veronica said. You know, you're leaving an independent brokerage where you make all the decisions and everything. But Melissa, I have to say, you have been a beacon of light with my process. We're 3 hours. You guys are a 3 hours difference in time zone, but each time I pick up the phone or text Melissa, we're on a Zoom call. I'm telling you, she has been great in making this process. She said, Kevin, you know, I call Melissa the Oprah Winfrey of real estate because she was great at Remax and just knocking it out the park now. And but more importantly about her is that she wants to help others. Right. And, you know, Errol Nightingale said it the best. He said that, you know, you write your goal down and then think of the Sermon on the Mount. He said, ask it shall be, and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find, and knock and the door shall be open. And so, like I said earlier, once you understand your goal, God is going to start putting people in your life to help you define those goals, and you'll become successful. And only a few people, just imagine, I would never thought that I could be on a call right now with some heavy hitters, some heavy hitter from Florida to the West Coast. We're going to make this work. It's going to work.
Well, that's what's so exciting, Kevin, about having you on board, and the great partnerships that we have with Veronica and Todd, and all of the training and the events that we have, and the collaboration, and everybody having such a willingness. And we're just happy to have you to be a part of that. So Todd, let me turn back to you. How have you leveraged EXP to grow your business?
Through the partnership system. I mean, you're in here now and we're working together, and I mean, we talk throughout the week on how we're helping each other with the team stuff. I've got Daniel Betancourt who moved over, back in January, and now we're back in we're partnerships where he's coming and help coach my team. I'm helping his group out and helping him grow larger. I just think, and I can provide tools to everybody if we find something that's working. I know it's not just my team. It's like the Track Plus program. Let's getting everybody in it versus, no, it's just my office. I don't want to share that. We've even got a couple of people out of the company that are in this, see what we can provide to you and help you build your business. And if it's working, cool, come join us, come partner with us.
Yes, that 12-week track, what is it? Locker room program has been awesome. We've gotten such great reviews, and we've already been able to incorporate Kevin's team into some of the training with great reviews, and it's very interactive. It's about role plays, and I like the way even we have role plays every Wednesday or Thursday, and Todd's office has been able to be involved with mine, and we look forward to incorporating Kevin's office as well. So just a lot of what, we can't say it enough, collaboration is just the key to how we've been able to grow exponentially. Veronica, how has your business grown since you joined EXP? Do you have a way
I feel like my business has more than 10x when I joined EXP, and I'm not just talking about transaction count. I feel like I've grown as a leader. I am challenged every day to become better. And it is, and it excites me. Melissa, you inspire me. Kevin said it best, right? You're like the Oprah Winfrey. You're such a class act, right? When you shared with me your locker room training and, what you and Todd are doing together, no one here is better or bigger than anyone. We are getting better, bigger, faster, stronger together. The things that you are an expert in, you share with me. The things I might be a small expert in, I'll share. That is why this is happening, right? So my business continues to evolve because of the people that I get to be around, that I'm hey, nudging them because they're experts in investments, or they're experts in marketing, or they're experts in operations, or they're experts in, relationship building, and the veterans program, and, referral networks, and all the things that we are all in our respective, let's say, strengths good at. That is why our business continues to grow. So I am so lucky. I went from 476 transactions, which we were a very high performing team at RE/MAX. And listen, my years at RE/MAX, I honor them. Yes. Such an amazing organization that I will always say, I feel like I got my master's degree at RE/MAX. I love what I learned. It made me a better professional. And I feel like I have the honor of bringing that experience into this organization that has become the melting pot of top producers, a place where we all get to come and share and collaborate. And then I thought, I had reached a level of success. And here we are, a year later, 780 homes. Now on track. This year alone, we've already closed over 900 transactions, on pace to do 1,275 transactions. But it's because I get to be around greatness. I get to be around people who, like Todd said, we are vested in this. And when we take the me out of the equation and make it about the we, and know that we are vested in everyone's success, success feels completely different. It feels so much more fulfilling. It feels so much more on purpose. You know, I get excited. I get excited about knowing like we are all in this. We know Kevin's goals. He was very honest and open to us when we were first talking about what he wanted out of this partnership. There is no fluff. This is about results and about pouring into people. This is the model that rewards you for contributing to other people's success. And to me, that is my favorite type of success, where it is no longer about me, it is about the we, and we get to do this together, and it pours into our people. So my business has more than 10x. And yes, we're in a great market, but I am confident to say that my business will continue to grow depending on what route I want to take, because of the mentorship and the leaders and the people who are joining. And by association, we are all becoming better, stronger together.
Awesome. Awesome words. And as we start to wrap this up, I mean, wow, the time goes so fast when you're having fun. Todd, do you have any advice for Kevin as he gets started on his journey here?
You know, the biggest thing is leverage us as much as you can. There's a lot of bumps in the road whenever you make any sort of brokerage move or move an entire brokerage into another brokerage. There's bumps, there's hiccups, there's things. And those are just I want to call them a speed bump on the path to success, you know, and growth. So just as you need things, leverage myself, leverage Veronica, leverage, you know, Jay Kinder, leverage, you know, Gil and Carlos. That's what we're all here for. You know, I did this 3.5 years ago, and I was kind of on my own going through the process. And I had my team, and I diving into the systems and figuring it out. And there's things that I still don't know that I want to learn more about or get into those classes about. And so it's really just, you know, you don't need to learn, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, so you don't need to learn it all today. But there, you know, as you know things, as you need to get into things, ask us, and we can tell you, hey, we've done it. Check it out. If not, you know, it wasn't worth the energy of what was there.
Yes, and so many things do get thrown at you, trainings and you know, just a ton of stuff that can be a little overwhelming, but you just work through it, and you'll be able to you know, get everything organized and be prepared to catapult your business from there. So it looks like Veronica dropped, but Kevin, as we wrap up, any final words before you go? Oh, hold on a second. Okay, go ahead.
I'd like to share a story with you guys about team building. I think Veronica is coming back on.
Yes, she's here.
Hey guys, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I remember my time when I was in Desert Storm. I was stationed over in Germany at the time. And normally when you're in a foreign country, you don't go to a war. But we got the order to go to a war. So we was all afraid. I made a video for my mother saying, I'm not coming back home and this and that. I love you. But when we got over there, the first night we had the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Navy. And the first night in a war situation, the sky was lit up like it was the 4th of July. And from that day on, I said to myself, we have the best military in the world. No one can mess with America. I'm saying this from experience. I was still a field artillery unit. I was afraid being young. I was afraid, didn't know what I was getting into. And Saddam Hussein was crazy. But the collaborations of the forces,
yes,
just like what we're putting together here, once you buy into the systems and train your agents to buy into the systems, no one can stop you.
Yes. Oh, such a great story. Wonderful story. And I'm looking forward to coming out there to California and helping you grow, put things together. I mean, you already have a great business, but looking forward to planning events together. And so we already have some things lined up. And I know that we're going to have a great partnership. And before we wrap up, Veronica, I just want you to leave one last word of wisdom and advice for Kevin as he goes on this journey?
You know, I always say to people when they ask me that, and I thought that was a great question that you asked, Todd, what advice do you have? It's go all in, get plugged in, very much like you did in everything that you've done. And I can tell when you served our country, when you were at Remax, you know, it's no different here. Get plugged in. This community is amazing. I've seen so much success in this company by the people who have made it a point to get plugged in. And here's the other thing. Another piece of advice that I have is so many times people think, you know, because EXP, the heavy lifting has been done. Thank you to our pioneers, our friends who have, you know, over the last 12 years strengthened this company and given us a platform that we can succeed on. And there's so many times where we have this limited belief that, you know, if I call a friend, you know, they're not going to want to come or they're going to say no. But this excitement that we have a responsibility to share it with others as to how this is helping us. And when that person is ready, letting them know, you know, maybe they're happy where they're at and that's okay. But if they are ever curious about the opportunity, we want to be the person to help them, because so many of my friends have said, I wish you would have called me sooner, or you never called me. And because I had a limited belief, Kevin, that they would say no to me. And now I finally learned, like, this isn't about changing brokerages. This isn't about winning and come over here and I got you. This is about, hey, I've seen something that solves a lot for a lot of us. And I genuinely care about you. And I want to just give you an opportunity to look at what we saw and what we're experiencing. And, you know, get excited, get plugged in, and don't forget about the friends you care about who you know would benefit from this. But perhaps we have that limited belief that they're going to say no. Don't say no for them.
Yes.
Because it's not that they're saying no. It's that they don't understand enough about it. And maybe there's a little bit of fear. But when we can invite people to the opportunity to just understand it, we start getting deeper conversations as to what's important to their life, their business, and we can be here to guide them through their next chapter of growth. And we don't want to leave anybody behind that we care about. So I'm glad that Melissa made sure that you were not left behind, that you were a part of this. So thank you, Melissa. And Kevin, we have a duty to go out there and help more people, and that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely.
Well, there you have it. The final word from the Queen, Veronica. And we just want to thank you all for joining us live today. And we look forward to seeing you on the next Real Talk Live. And everyone have a prosperous and wonderful day.
Thank you.
Welcome, Kevin.
Bye.
Bye-bye.